incriminates the Pope. See, but with McGreeny, it'd be personal.
Because McGreeny put Dino's people out when he took Dino's territory.
Is this something the whole class can appreciate?
Nothing from that guy in Atlantic City?
No, he don't recall no 50-gallon drums when he was the house's owner.
Which was before McGreeny owned it. You gotta like McGreeny's wife for being a body in that drum.
Yeah, now, McGreeny's wife.
Yeah, I know. She disappeared 5 years ago.
You know, in the Jewish holy books, that's regarded a sin, Baldwin. Finishing someone else's story.
Yeah, I know.
You're gonna want to sit on McGreeny.
You think you might head for the airport?
The press isn't going to have it. Just went over to police radio as a probable drug overdose.
The only way he'd head for the airport, he'd have to have some neighbor on the eye around that house, McGreeny. Anyways, me and Sorensen can't sit on him. He knows me from when he was a soldier for Alphonse Giardella.
Greg, you and Baldwin sit on McGreeny. And you coordinate the forensics and reach out to get Dino Ferrer down here.
Alphonse Giardella. Now, that's before my time.
Yeah, we'll seek elsewhere for your background information. What's Joe Croft's problem?
The medical examiner? I don't know.
He's acting like I got some plague, directing animosity toward me specifically.
Yeah? Well, I don't know why that would be handy. Not the way you spray sunshine around.
She wouldn't leave.
What do you mean she wouldn't leave?
I told her we were cops. I told her we made her license plates for press. And I told her we wanted her out of the area. She said she wouldn't leave.
Yeah, good.
Questions how much attention you're prepared to draw in the course of trying to keep a low profile.
Hi.
Get out of the street.
You think I'm noticeable out here?
Get in the car. Get in the car. This is great.
Yeah, they probably don't see too many African Americans out here that aren't wearing delivery uniforms.
You know, if you're worried about Pete McGreeny realizing he's being watched, I'd say this is a real shortcut.
What's your name?
Nicole,
Nicole, huh? Just the one name?
I'm one ahead of you.
My name's Baldwin Jones. I'm with the 15th Detective Squad, and I need you out of here, Nicole.
It's not happening, Baldwin. I don't care if you get Pop Daddy to sit in the back seat. I figured this out on my own, and I'm the only reporter who did. I'm staying on Pete McGreeny's ass.
Do not look at McGreeny's house. Look at me, Nicole, because McGreeny's coming out, and you are not going to queer the tail.
How about I rear end this car parked right in front of me? Do you think that'll grab his attention? In 1/2 second, I am going to blow the horn.
Don't blow the horn. Don't blow the horn.
I'm driving. And believe me, I'm going to tail McGreeny better than your partner does.
Who's Dino kidding? Last time we saw him, he was catatonic because he was shooting blanks. Non-negotiable. Dino gets to throw a hump into his girlfriend, Angela, before he talks to us about Pete McGreeny.
Sure. Tell him we'll provide the splint.
Is he still obligated for the conversation if he can't get it up? All right, well, put Dino on the road, and we'll reach out for his girlfriend. Delusions of grandeur.
A friend of mine, for several months after his prostrate operation, he had big problems in that area. They threw him some of this Viagra. You could have hung laundry off the guy.
Who is this?
Don't ask me to break that confidence.
Minutes, we're over the bridge, eating in Manhattan, and nobody looks at us twice.
What's drawing attention to us, Jerry, is you acting like you got ants in your pants.
Mm-hmm.
How's it going? Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Rudy, do you order eggplant?
Isn't this called hiding in plain sight?
I don't know if we're gonna be hiding when I punch that guy in the mouth.
Hey, turn around and look at me and stop acting like Lincoln never got elected.
Okay, baby, whatever you say.
2 minutes, Mr. Mangrini. We're moving them to another table.
2 minutes, Mr. McGreeny.
My fault, sweetheart. I crushed you.
I keep a table empty for you, but you specifically said you wouldn't be in.
Teresa looked deeply into my eyes. It's okay.
And when will our table be ready?
When I come get you.
Aren't you glad we came in 2 cars?
Nicole, why we probably want to go on to another subject? The blazer you just saw my partner drive into that fender bender while we were tailing McGreeny. I'm the guy who makes the payment on that.
You know, I'm sick of it, Renee. Let alone go out for dinner. It's like we can't even stop at the Rite Aid without me being humiliated.
Shut up.
All right, Peter.
You want to leave because you can't behave like a civilized person?
Fine.
Okay.
There's a girl could have a 50-gallon drum in her future.
Oh, look, Renee. Here she comes to take us to our table so she can shove her fake tits in Peter's face.
You know, you're a strung-out little speed freak, you know that? I'm sorry, Angel.
Don't worry, Mr. Mangrini. I consider the source. I take amphetamine under doctor's orders. I wonder who's prescribing his coke.
Give the friggin' table away. Come on, Stace, you want to go home?
Ow!
Easy, my friend.
What?
Ow!
Take it easy on her arm.
Take a good look at your future, Stacy. This is the level of people a degenerate, loudmouth speed freak can look forward to getting to know.
Let her arm up.
No problem. Absolutely. We were just leaving anyways. You know, it used to be all the salt and pepper in this place. It was on the tables.
Well, that's keeping a nice low profile.
Is that one spoken for?
I'd have to check.
Nah. You know what? Let's drive to Manhattan.
What?
I'm not wearing an overcoat. First time this spring.
Good.
How's it going, John?
Good morning.
Isn't it a lovely spring day?
Andy, while they're tailing Mad Greeny last night, Greg puts Baldwin's blazer in a fender bender. Baldwin, he's looking at the accident report right now.
They're in the coffee room?
No conversation, and steam is coming out of Baldwin's ears.
Sure as Jones right, letting him behind the wheel. That boy's a menace in normal traffic, let alone paying attention to what's in front of him. Plus, some guy 5 cars ahead.
Anyways, you know, anything breaks out in that coffee room, you're on Jones.
EMS could tell immediately this lady was playing it up. She sees my badge, finds out I'm using a car on police business. Right away, her neck goes stiff.
Treated and released.
Treated and released, absolutely. Believe me, Dee, if this lady pursues her remedies insurance liability-wise, it is a scandal and disgrace.
So what do you suppose they might be getting in?
The lieutenant should be here momentarily.
Is there anything you'd like to convey to us, being you're the medical examiner and we're the working slobs actually conducting the investigation?
Any place else to wait?
Yeah, the roof's unoccupied. What?
Can we do this?
Sure, come on.
What the hell's that?
Ain't sure. Gonna kiss goodbye to her Chevrolet.
How'd it go telling McGreeny?
Oh, that's some long story. Probably best told another time.
Can we do this?
Yeah, sure.
In that 50-gallon drum, I found a fully developed, non-arthritic skeleton of an adult white female, late 20s or early 30s at the time of her death. Long black hair, 5'5", but there was probably some shrinkage involved.
Happens to all of us.
I also recovered a small handbag from the drum. Handbag was saturated with body fluid, but looked like there was a dress book in it. I sent all that over to the crime lab.
Anything on fingerprints?
She had no dental work done, so don't expect to get any help IDing her from that. We're hydrating the fingertips to lift prints.
Guessing, Doc, how long do you think she was in that barrel?
I wouldn't guess. She had a well-developed fetus in her belly. Say she was 6 months along. The crime lab seems to think they can do something with that address book. I'll have the bone density stuff tomorrow, the next day. I'm late.
Gotta go give a lecture. The doc here teaches the charm course for the ME trainees.
You got one pair of balls talking to me like that.
Anyways, boss, we got Dino Ferreira coming down.
How did it go with McGreeny?
Go see if he's pissing on my locker.
I gave you what I got.
No, but I figure I'm a split personality, Croft, or I sleepwalk, where I did something to you I got no recollection of.
Well, how about this, Sipowicz? How about we keep away from each other? That's a simple plan. Think we could do that?
What the hell is wrong with you?
Told you to stay out of my hair.
I'm not going to point out how stupid that statement is coming from either one of us.
I got a lot on my plate. The right guy leaves me alone.
Like what, Croft? What do you got on your plate?
I got a wife. Got cancer in every part of her body. All right? Pain so bad you can't stand to see it. All right, Sipowicz? Well, maybe you could. I can't stand to see it. I know you have a wife that died. Now maybe you can go on and act like you got the world by the tail. But I can't. I can't. And I'm not consorting with anybody who can.
All right. All right, Croft.
Oh, my God. I'm not going to be able to live.
That's not your portion for now. Just see to her for now. And then you'll see what develops.
Sum and substance, boss. In a nutshell, I cannot imagine this utterly minor fender bender winding up on the corporation counsel's desk.
With you on police business and with the lady claiming whiplash?
Cannot imagine it. With her claiming whiplash and EMS being called to the scene. I would be shocked and stupefied.
Do I need to find a rug to roll Croft up in?
No, he left.
Kitchen squad?
You know why he come at me like that? That's about his sick wife.
That was the U.S. Marshals. They're 5 minutes away with Dino Ferrara.
He stole my heart.
So, you don't think it'd be more apropos me reaching out to this Stacy, huh, Baldwin? Keep your cover intact?
I want her to know a cop will sit next to her.
Bring home to her McGreeny's hot. I like it.
15th Squad, Detective Jones. Yeah, how's it going? No, I'll come down.
Someone downstairs?
Greg, don't worry about the car.
No, good. Wasn't worried.
How's her being sick your problem?
Afraid to think of living without her, Croft. Like if he even thinks about it, she'll die. Sees me standing in front of him with Sylvia gone.
Let me push Diane at the crime lab about the DOA's address book.
Poor son of a bitch, Croft. I know them hospital cafeterias.
Look me in the eye.
The body hasn't been identified yet.
So then I go with what I got. Corpse found in McGreeny's former home.
That's a short money, Nicole.
You want me to wait till I got all my I's dotted and my T's crossed and see the story in every other paper in the city?
So this is you asking, if you hold off on the story, when we identify the DOA, will I give you an exclusive?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Plus, cooperate on a sidebar feature, my night-end surveillance.
Absolutely not.
How can I sweeten the pot?
That ID may be coming in right now, Nicole. And here I am standing outside.
You didn't suffer some kind of horrible personal injury, did you, Baldwin?
Not last I looked.
I might have to do my own private examination to confirm that.
You want to know a secret about me, Nicole?
What's that?
I don't like the music up so loud.
You may not know exactly what you like yet, Baldwin.
I guess that's possible, too.
My deadline's at 7. I'd like a 6:30 call. Either way.
Yeah, I could do that.
Otherwise, I go with what I got.
Yeah, seems like you're real comfortable doing that.
The whole decline of a certain way of life, Pete McGreeny epitomizes. When I was coming up, the Pete McGreenys of this world, you could buy on any street corner for a ham sandwich. And after they did what you had them do, then they would come and mow your lawn.
So he'd be capable of murdering his wife?
And sleeping on top of her.
You choose that way of saying it.
What?
Sleeping on top of her.
It's a figure of speech. Are you telling me that after he killed her, this slimy little skeeve with his store-bought smile was sleeping on top of his wife?
She was in a 50-gallon drum in the basement.
On top of her in that sense. That he could definitely do.
B and Pete turn your crews out to pasture, Dino. Reassure us a little that what you're telling us shouldn't go in the category of sour grapes.
I am so far beyond that.
Well, under telling the boys what they'd like to hear.
Hey, I got mine already. The kid brought the hammer down last night.
Are you speaking of your rendezvous with Angela?
I haven't been in a motel like that since I brought in untaxed cigarettes from North Carolina.
On the subject of McGreeny killing his wife, are you speaking from first-hand knowledge, Dino?
Did I see him kill her? No.
What knowledge are you speaking from?
Anecdotal.
Anecdotal, huh?
Let's put the last finishing touches on Dino's character, his exposure to legal terminology.
So, name some people you heard the anecdotes from.
Teddy Lucchese.
Dead?
Tommy Brown.
Also dead.
It's a hazardous occupation.
Hey, Dino, why do I feel like we're getting today what Angela got last night?
Hey, you want me to testify against this bum McGreeny? I am there.
Yeah, we'll be sure to bring you down for some anecdotal hearsay.
At least I hope I helped you on some deep background.
Yours.
Can I use the can?
Please.
That Dino don't know about it don't mean McGreeny didn't kill her, Andy.
Maybe our future's pimping.
Desk Sergeant Dougherty.
Thanks. Yes, Sarge. Okay, thanks for the heads up. Baldwin, you want to be in the coffee room. Pete McGreany's coming upstairs.
Dino Ferrara just went into the lavatory.
Go in the bathroom and tell the marshals to keep Dino inside.
Because aren't he and McGreeny sworn enemies?
John, go in the bathroom.
Strongest stream in 3 years.
Life's good, huh, Dino?
Look at this. Oh, Pietro.
Look at this.
Want me to break this up?
No, let's see what we hear.
Stand back. Don't taint yourself.
I'm gonna make myself comfortable, Dino.
How you doing?
I'm all right. Yourself?
No complaints, Petey.
Yeah, who would listen anyway, am I right?
Hey, who listens if we complain anyway? That's 100% right. So how's the family?
Thank God everyone's all right.
The new bride?
She's good. She's good. She's a very sweet girl.
Yeah, everyone said that about her.
You down here testifying?
I'm having some conversations.
Yeah, well, I think you would have lost your voice by now.
Petey, you think what you want to think. You can't stop people from thinking, whether they're garbage or whatever else they are.
Oh, yeah. Well, garbage is garbage, and Dino.
Garbage is garbage. And vultures are vultures.
Vultures?
That fly in like dirty parasites, capitalizing on others' misfortunes and every other parasitic thing they do in their parasitic natures.
Oh, yeah? Well, as far as that goes, some people kiss joint, and they kiss ass for a bonus for the lousy rat cheese eaters that they are.
It's good to see you.
Oh, it's good to see you, too. I hope you're well up there.
And you'll be well down here as long as God gives you.
Yeah, it's nice to know that some people still have delusions that they have some kind of effect on those decisions.
Isn't life full of surprises, though?
Oh, yeah.
You a detective?
Yeah. Come on in, Petey.
How come you're not going at McGreeny?
We're gonna. We will. We actually didn't know he was here until you just told us.
I don't even know why I'm hiding in here. I think McGreeny should know he's hot.
McGreeny's in the poker room, D. Coast is clear. Where are we going?
You're gonna ask me about storage containers in that brownstone? Been 5 years since I've even been there.
Would that make it around when your wife was last seen?
My wife? Yeah, she's gone, all right? She disappeared. God rest her soul. Good luck to her dependent.
Pete McGreeny, that when Alphonse Yardella would say jump this high, Pete'd go straight to licking his shoes.
Man, you get plastic surgeon and mug yet?
How's it going, Pete?
It all becomes clear to me now. I should have known you wouldn't have the balls to call me out without a badge for a whole card.
Should have seen Pete getting his props in that restaurant last night.
Yeah, right. What the hell is this about? Some storage containers in a property I used to own?
That's a mystery to you, huh, Pete? Why we would be inquiring?
Yeah.
Well, all right, then.
Are they talking to McGreeny yet?
Yes, he's in the pokey.
Thanks,
Later today,
I don't know nothing about no 50-gallon drums.
Then how about let's talk about the contents, Pete? Maybe what's in the drum will ring a bell. You want to know why I go on to the content?
It's not McGreeny's wife.
It's not.
It's some woman named Irma Gallego, and we got a name to reach out to from her address book.
Thanks. You want to know why I go on to the contents and why I raise that subject? How's wife?
Yeah, I want to know. I want to know because you keep repeating yourself over and over. What's in this 50-gallon drum?
What is in that drum, Pete, is what we want you to go home and you think about, and you decide if you want to return here with representation.
I know nothing about no drums.
I'm you, Pete. I asked my attorney. Do I keep pleading to ignorance and I get advice of counsel? Of course, I'm just a menial civil service employee.
You know what? I'm out of here.
Hey, you do what you gotta do.
Sip, what's all that booze? 50-50 chance your brain's pickled.
Hey, never mind that. What the hell's the deal with?
Irma Gallego.
Please just tell me what it's for. I never did nothing wrong.
We're investigating someone's death, and your name was found in her effects.
Whose death?
Irma Gallego.
I haven't seen her for 30 years.
Why don't you sit down, Mrs. Rojas?
When did she die?
Why don't you tell us a little bit about your relationship and when was the last time you saw her and so forth?
I last saw her July 4th, 1969, when she called me to come to Hoboken, across the river.
Where were you living?
I was just here for 17 months, and I'd never been to New Jersey. I didn't know how to use the train, and I got lost where to get off. And I finally got to Irma's apartment, and she was gone, with food still warm on the stove.
Why had Irma asked you to come?
She was in love with someone, and it wasn't going good. She called his house, and now she said she was afraid.
Who was she in love with?
Her boss, that was married. He got her pregnant.
So Irma was afraid that her boss was going to harm her?
I think so. After she called his house.
Mrs. Rojas, over the next days when you didn't see or hear from Irma, I'm sure you became more and more concerned.
But you didn't tell anyone.
I went to missing persons after 2 days. But someone behind me on the line said if I weren't family, I could not file a report. I was only here for 17 months. My papers weren't right yet. Was the baby still inside her? I don't know his name, but he was her boss. She worked for a plastic flower factory in the Bronx.
Sit.
This was Pete McGreeny's day to play the lotto.
Oh, yeah. What were the odds this morning on Pete McGreeny not being locked up by now?
Hey, Diane, check this out. Dana Ferrara's girlfriend.
Yeah, Ms. Angela Zarelli in regards to the Peter McGreeny investigation.
Ms. Zarelli regarding Mr. McGreeny.
Angela, Diane Russell. You may not remember we met while I was in Vice.
Oh, yeah.
My partner, Jill Kirkendall.
Hi, Angela.
Hello. Is this something we can speak?
Actually, the Pete McGreeny investigation is kind of, Or sure, we can talk in here.
Walking a little wide, Angela.
Well, what an intensely personal observation. Coffee? No. I have water. So, did Dino help you with Pete McGreeny? Why? Why? It's my understanding Dino putting the wood to me was the quid pro quo for him cooperating with you people. Oh, so you figure throwing a hump into Dino earns you a special briefing? And a Purple Heart?
You're a cutie, Angela. But we'd still need to know why you're asking the question.
Because if Dino didn't help you with Pete McGreeny, and believe me, the whole time he was screwing me, he was laughing his ass off about getting over on you people. I can help with McGreeny. And will. This Pete McGreeny is a rat bastard scumbag who ought to get the needle. We're listening. If you're looking at him for killing his wife, Patsy, who was also my best girlfriend, he did. You suspect this. I know it. How? Because he told me at an intimate moment.
An intimate moment between you and Pete McGreeny.
Yes. While you were Dina Ferrara's girlfriend and best friends with McGreeny's wife. I'm providing information, not nominating myself as the next Mother Teresa.
The natural concern, Angela, is if instead of your conscience bringing you in here, you're on an errand from Dino to make Pete McGreely's life miserable.
I'm here because I'm sick of being a sexual football.
Angela, during this intimate moment when Pete confessed to you he'd killed his wife, is that also when he told you about putting her body in a 50-gallon drum and storing her in his basement?
No. He told me Patsy was buried behind his cousin Tommy's house in Englewood Cliffs.
What exactly is going to transpire here?
Whatever it is, Mr. Forsec, it's probably going to go better with you elsewhere.
Hey, this is my property. Even if it is cursed. Can't throw a man out of his own house.
Hard enough, he'll bounce.
Hello?
Mr. Epps,
My wife, Susan.
my partner, Andy Shipowitz.
Hello.
I'm Harry Forsick, the present owner.
Yeah, go to another part of the residence.
You said a body had been found.
That's right, in the basement of the property, underneath the stairs.
In a 50-gallon drum.
Well, we don't know anything about that. I mean, if my wife had handed me the phone, I could have told you that.
You used to own a Eternal Floral Company? Made plastic flowers?
Yes.
A&G Containers that manufactured it sold the 50-gallon drum the body was found in to your company.
Yes, well, I wouldn't know what to say about that.
The woman whose body we found in that drum was an employee of your company.
Irma Gallego.
Well, I wouldn't know what to say.
Did you know Irma Gallego?
Yes, he did.
Should we continue our conversation somewhere else, Mr. Epps? Maybe Mrs. Epps can talk to my partner.
Yes, I knew Irma Gallego.
Do you know how her body got in our basement?
No.
No.
No idea how it could have gotten down there.
After 30 years, to ask us about something neither of us has the vaguest explanation for, other than what some disgruntled employee may have done while my wife and I were on vacation. I'm going to urinate. Is that permitted?
Sure, that's permitted. Go ahead and use the bathroom.
Is it still in the same place?
I don't know. The new owner's back there.
He was involved with that girl. She called me and told me they were involved. She said he got her pregnant. Was there a baby inside her?
Oh my God, he shot himself. He shot himself in the head.
It's 10 minutes to 7, Baldwin.
Well, Nicole, the woman in that barrel isn't Pete McGreeny's wife. Her name is Irma Gallego. She worked for a guy named Epps who owned the house before McGreeny, who just croaked himself.
Oh, great. That'll buy me 12 lines on page 4.
On the other hand, Nicole, we just did come up with Patsy McGreeny's body over in Englewood, New Jersey.
Are you kidding?
I don't think you'd have much of a sense of humor for something like that.
Did McGreeny do it?
Wouldn't be surprised. We're going to be looking at Pete pretty hard.
Why are you giving this to me?
You cooperating? Holding off on what you had? I thought that's what I agreed to do.
You keep it on the table right in front of you, don't you, Baldwin?
Seems to go easier that way.
So would it go easier, me getting in bed with you, if I told you I was a sister?
Are you?
Absolutely.
That's not what it's about, Nicole.
I'd sure like to find out what it is about. Just not as much as I want to file on this story.
Don't miss that deadline.
Take care, Baldwin. Thanks a lot.
Sure.
I'm calling you from the word processor to get those names.
I'll be upstairs.
All right.
I'm so afraid for her to die.
Time may come, it'll be a relief.
Was it a relief for you?